Whoa, we back. Um, so yeah, what these niggas talking about today? Uh, the compound effect of a fit body. Ooh, I like that. The big mo effect, the compound effect of a fit body. Okay. Ah, shit.
Day, the results won't have a choice.
God, then my
Listen to
bad,
that
y'all.
again.
Shit.
If you show up every day, the results won't have a choice.
I
The
need my
problem
headphones on.
is,
Damn,
most people expect results
I'm
after
all
a
out of
few
order
days,
right now.
get discouraged, and
What are
quit.
you talking about?
But success doesn't reward people who start, it
Right.
rewards people who stay. Your only job is to keep showing up. Let consistency do what motivation never could. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and eventually, the results won't have a choice but to show up too.
The real
Exactly, the big
superpower
mo
of fit.
effect, like how she was just saying. When I say the big mo effect, I mean the big mo effect. You feel me? You keep adding on days after weeks, after months, after years. Why won't you see something like this? Why won't you see that you're lean, you're mobile, you're agile, and you can still flex on the hoe? Come on, man.
Fitness is the compounding effect. The truth is that
are. Like you're a few decisions away from a completely different life. You just have to try and be consistent in those things. And again, it's not about being perfect, right? I tell my coaching clients this, like, bad days happen. Bad habits are a choice. If your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you and you slip off the wagon, you have a couple drinks, you eat a pint of Ben and Jerry's, and you watch 3 hours of Netflix, that happens. That's life. You're human. If you're still there 3 days later, that's a choice. Now you're choosing these things.
More people should start viewing fitness the way they view their investing. Generally, if you save or invest money, you know what compound interest is. Oversimplified definition, basically your money doubles every 8 years. And those multipliers become incredible over many, many years and decades. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. View your fitness the same way. The only reason I have the physique I have is because there were many moments that I did the absolute bare minimum. I had 5 minutes between meetings at the office, so I took a 3-minute walk and had 2 minutes to prepare for the meeting. I had days I didn't want to go to the gym, so I walked in, worked out for 10 or 15 minutes, and then got out of there. In the moment, do those training sessions do anything? Do those walks do anything? No. But they compound on each other. No, a 5-minute walk in the moment one time isn't going to do anything. But a 5-minute walk every day for a year? That's 30 hours of walking.
Exactly. You add big mo effect. You do what you can do with what you got in the moment, nigga. And then when you move on every day, you do better and better slightly. It can be just so ever so slightly, my nigga. So ever so slightly. But yet, what happened the day prior? You did this, and then this day you added this shit. Then you added something else. Then you added something else, my nigga. Every day you can add on to what you was doing last, right? To the point where a year later you're looking totally different. Most people that are average don't do that shit. The only thing they do that with is the shit that, like what? Niggas smoking. They do that shit with smoking every day. To the point where they just smoke their lungs out or whatever, if they overly doing it. Or drink. They drink every day. Nah, this is Mary Jane, nigga. Ain't no cigarettes or nothing. I don't drink like that. But the fact of the matter is, I keep saying the big mo effect because momentum, compound effect. If you've read the book, the Compound Effect book, one phrase they had in there is called Big Mo. Big Mo is just momentum. The momentum is so powerful in this life, in this construct, that you can look totally different 1 year from now of working out consistently. Just doing push-ups, my nigga, and eating in the caloric maintenance or deficit while doing push-ups and making sure your protein is high, bro, you wouldn't be noticed like the old you. You look totally different. You look like goddamn Superman. Trying to tell you, bro.
Later for that. So stop undervaluing the power of even the smallest decisions you make to move your health forward, because there is a real compound interest to your habits. And there is truly no decision you can make that is too small or too insignificant to not do when it comes to pushing your fitness forward. The 5-minute walk, the 100 calories less you're consuming, the extra 20 minutes of sleep, it all matters. Remember the 1% rule. If you got 1% better at something every day, by the end of the year, you'd be 37 times better at it. Compound interest for fitness, baby. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
You don't gotta be perfect. You just got.
Now, if you a nigga like me that likes to do other shit, I like to play basketball, work out. Um, it's a lot of other shit I like to do outside of just doing push-ups with my body, right? Run, all kinds of shit. If I'm just doing just a little bit better than the next time, every time and everything I'm doing, bro, You see what I'm saying? Anything you love to do and you really want to put behind the work and all that bullshit, whatever you want to do behind it, if you add to it and just show up every single day to whatever you love to do, I guarantee you by the end of the year, you will be way better. You will master something within that shit. Depending on what it is, it may take you years still, but you will have more confidence in that niche to keep going, knowing that it will take years, but you just don't give a fuck because you just love it that much and you really put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same with working out, but it correlates in so many things in life. So working out is such a great base level for men because it helps rearrange their mind.
Gotta keep showing up. You just gotta keep being consistent. You don't gotta be perfect. That's what people gotta understand. Like, you trying to be perfect, but you just gotta show up on an everyday basis and give what you can. That's the definition of consistency. You don't have to give 100%. You gotta give what you got. Give what you got. Deposit something each day into the grind, and I promise over time, it's gonna add up. It's gonna add up. You know what that's called? Compound effect. Let's get it, bro.
What's up, JR fam? Today I want to talk about the compound effect. It's doing the small things to get to a big goal. When you first set off to do something, the initial steps, they're going to be hard, and it's going to look like you're not getting much from those steps. But understand, the hardest part of doing some things is the initial, is the start. So laying down that foundation is crucial. Whether you're working on your body in here, whether you're working on getting your eating habits right, that initial switch up is going to be hard, but if you keep showing up for yourself every day with the right mindset, knowing that the change is here because you're already taking those different actions, that's what's going to take you there. It's going to look like nothing until it looks like everything. Every expert that you see was once a beginner. So understand that the sooner you start, the sooner you'll get there. You know, so don't procrastinate, don't push off your goals because they might seem big. But if you chip at it one day at a time, you chip at that tree one day at a time with your axe. You just pull up with the best energy, with your best intent, and you swing at that tree day in and day out. One day that tree's gonna fall over. But if you don't show up at all, there's no chance of it. All right, so show up for yourself. Understand the effect of the compound effect, all right, of doing the little things to get you to those big goals, and I promise you're gonna get there. All right, but you gotta start today. All right, don't forget to get right and get left.
Hey man,
Yeah,
you're not
I
getting
like that, y'all.
results because you're not utilizing the compound effect. Going to the gym every day is like tending to a garden. What do I mean? If you constantly are tending to your garden, you're paying attention to, insects or pests that are infecting your garden or weeds that are growing in your garden, and you're constantly taking care of your garden, you're going to yield much better results in a much faster time period, as opposed to if you just plant the seeds in your garden and just kind of ignore them. And then a week later you go out and you realize, oh crap, my garden's kind of in shambles. It's the same thing with the gym. Going to the gym every day utilizes the compound effect. Little tiny movements every single day, little tiny investments into yourself every single day over a 1 year period will yield much higher results than going once or twice a week every so often, or taking breaks. Every time you take a break, you lose the compound effect. So remember, the compound effect is your key to achieving your fitness goal.
Continuous execution.
He said it so great. You just add a trickle, you trickle it bit by bit, day by day. I guarantee you will see a change 3 months, 2 months down the line. Now, of course, if you're 40% body fat, bruh, but even 40% body fat, you go from 40 to 35% body fat in 2 months, you will gain confidence. You go from 35 to 30% in another 3 to 4 months, you will gain confidence. That's 6 months. You've lost 10% body fat. Then you lose another you go another 4 months and you lose another 5%. You lost 15% body fat in a year or so, my nigga, right? That's tremendous confidence. Now you went from 40% to 25% in a year. Why can't you go another 10% in another year? To where now you're down to 15% in 2 years. 3rd year in, now you're down to 10% body fat. And 3 years in, you worked your ass off. 3 or 4 years in, you're 10% body fat with hella muscle mass on you, bro. And that's the compound effect, just like that. 365 days, 3 times in a row, got you from damn near want to have suicidal thoughts to wanting to be in a pro Olympic something. A pro swimmer, nigga. Pro boxer, nigga. Basketball player overseas. Just in 3 years of consistency, you're a totally different being, bro. Compound effect is one of the biggest blessings a human being can ever have upon their life, bro. I'm telling you. Man, I don't know. Nigga, if y'all, I'm telling you, it's easier said than done, but it's more beneficial done than said. Promise you.